Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. And since we still don't really have any free reign of this place, we might as well continue on with the plot, which involves going to dinner. So yeah, let's go to dinner. There is one thing we can do, but we can do it after as well, and I might as well do that along with the other thing I wanted to do all at once. For now, we continue with the story. Really? What is with that sound effect? She trying to eat the fork or something, cut the fork in half? I don't know about you guys, but my utensils don't tend to do that when I eat. Of course, I'm too busy shoving food down my throat to really take a chance to listen, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Quite an appetite. Well, that's not very princess-like. Put it that way. You're the princess of a castle that's based in a town that's completely devoted to stars, and you have no idea what's going on. Warning! What is your name? Okay. And nobody cares for the others. We have a child, a childhood friend, a woman who wants to kill everybody, and an old guy. She's not shy. That's also not very princess-like attitude or speech. How does the king not notice this? Like, it makes me laugh every time I play the game. They just ham it up so much in this sequence. It is really a lot of fun. And somebody... Ew, that's gross. That is gross. Then again, I guess they weren't as big on cleanliness at this point in human history, but gross. Yeah, the way they overblow how different Princess Emile has become since the incident 6 months ago, it's a lot of fun. They really just kind of overblow the whole thing to make it seem so apparently obvious to us. But you have to think that it wasn't nearly as obvious to, you know, the king or even the princess, who, you know, Princess Lisa, who to a great extent has actually noticed it. Well, everyone's noticed it, but she actually suspects something. I'm sure you can, Hashel. Meru, you are a lot of fun, but stop talking. We've already adjusted, you know, talked about that idea. It's not going to work. And we even get a free night. Look at that. Now, on my last trip through the Barrens there, I might as well talk about this now. I tried multiple times to get a one of those bows from the arrow shooter, I believe they're called, to absolutely no success. So yeah, I think I've found a total of 1 or 2 in all my playthroughs. And again, they're not going to let you go anywhere. You just have to go straight to the bedroom, which is right here. And apparently everyone's going to sleep in those 3 beds. Shotgun sleeping with Shauna. Or maybe Rose. Though she'd probably kill me. Yeah, there are more beds here. They just don't show them on screen. Yeah, your character's not particularly interesting yet, is it? Just you wait. Just you wait. How the hell did that happen? You saw all the food on that table. How did one girl manage to steal everyone's portion, or at least half of our portions? That's just nuts. Yeah, that's right. Well, no, I'll talk about that later. Which Dragoon spirit? Well, I guess the one that Dart lost, but... Yeah, gotta agree with Rose on this one. A little smile while saying that? I don't think that would work. Rose, that's... You being serious? That's sad. I think she was being serious. That's just depressing. Damn. And now we get to talk to people. Let's talk to Shauna. She's already asleep. That's great. How will you be in danger? What are you talking about, Meru? Okay, you're just gonna say the same. Never mind. Yeah, she's making creepy references. Your daughter. That's right. You're still kind of looking for her, aren't you? Oops. Kind of reminds me of Rose more than anyone else, based on that description. Heart was too sweet. That definitely does not sound like Rose. Yeah, in many aspects, it's like a cross between Shauna and Rose, I would think. You are not a strong fighter. I haven't put her in battle yet, but she is about as strong as Shauna is at this point. That is until you get later additions for her, in which case she definitely becomes quite a bit more powerful, though it does take effort. If you're not willing to spend the time to level up all of her additions, then you probably don't even want to use her. But you know me, I like to use my characters at least somewhat balanced. I like to get them to be around the same level. I'm not going to answer that. I don't know. Does not have a mature charm. She acts like a child. She is a child. And yeah, she doesn't wear anything, as you can see. And we get to go to sleep. Yay. Free rest. Not that the inns cost that much. Hell, even at the end of the game, I think they're only worth like 50 gold. Alright. So, now that we have done that, we have free reign of the castle. Finally. And most importantly, real dust? No, that's Stardust. Stardust, I think that's what, number 27? 28. 28. And if we head up one of these spires, there are actually two of these spires, one on either side, as you can see the other one's in the background there, then we can head up to this room, and I believe this is Lisa's room, if I recall correctly. I don't think we can get into the other room, so I won't bother going up there. The other one belongs to Emily. Seems to have to do with the gang, but how do you realize this? I guess astrology, but really? Anyway, unfortunately, this is a very long walk down these stairs. I don't know why they made it so long. It would have been nice if they'd, it's not bad. They made it, you know, a little easier to get up and down these stairs. Reminds me of the spiraling staircase in the Shinra Mansion from Final Fantasy VII, actually. Not the same, you know, idea or emotion or atmosphere behind it, but same basic concept. Yeah, the other side contains the other one, and you can do the same thing. This door here leads to the other side, as you can see. And now we have access to a new area. Finally, we can go down here. And let's talk to you. The knights who accompanied Princess Emile on the long ride when she fell off her horse. They blame themselves too much. Oh, well. Now, I'm going to show... Well, I'm not going to show what they are. One of these is a Sun Rhapsody, the other is a Moon Serenade. A Moon Serenade restores all MP to all party members. Basically, they're just going to use up space in my inventory because I don't need MP right now, so I'm going to pick these up later. There's a point later on in the disc where I'll actually be using some MP, but I won't need to use them to heal my MP in that instance. So anyway, yeah, because MP is kind of scarce, it's not like you can easily refill it unless you're, you know, you want to carry around a crap ton of items or get a Stardust. Spoil it, whatever. But yeah, there's not a lot of use for Dragoon magic outside of boss fights. Hell, there's not a lot of use for Dragoon magic anyway, but I digress. And now we can pass freely in and out of the castle. So I have all the Stardust I need, I believe. Yeah, 29. Did I just see something? Hey, look at Hashel's experience, 666. Alright. I am simple-minded. Yay. Alright, so now there's pretty much nothing else to do other than to get the hell out of here and go through the Barrens again. So I will go through the Barrens, and, well, I'll meet you partway through and show you the exit there. And here we are. Just got past the first screen there. I knew I'd have to run into a battle anyway, so. And if we take this path over here, we end up on the other side. And we always seem to run into a battle here. Sometimes if you walk, you are less likely to. Not always. That was just a repeat battle, though there is a new special enemy that I do want to show off around here, so I'm just going to run around until I find it. And here it is, the special enemy I was looking for. This is a Bluebird. This guy has 5 HP, and he takes damage from normal attacks when you can manage to hit him, which unfortunately doesn't seem to be very often. This is one that I don't tend to run into very often. 1, because the encounter rate seems pretty low, and 2, because he doesn't give gold, he gives experience, and I don't need experience nearly as much as I need gold, so let's see if I can hit him with the magic signet stone now. If I get another turn, I do, look at that. Let's see, magic signet stone. He has still a 5 HP if I didn't mention it, and yeah, so let's see if we can take this guy out here. Cannot move, of course. And there goes 2 of his turns. This isn't going to last long enough, is it? No, probably not. Not at this rate, anyway. There we go. Be nice if I could show off a victory against one of these guys. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. He's probably going to run away. Let me guess, he gets another turn. Hey, he didn't run away with it. That's nice. It's always nice. Okay, one more hit. Give me another turn. Come on, big money. Come on, hit. Game, I don't like you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Hey, I actually got one. Cool. And he falls down. How much experience do you get for this very weak enemy? A total of 1,000 experience, which is going to level some people up, which is actually quite nice. Look at that. Yeah, so you can grind here if you so desire. I don't need to, but there you go. Wanted to show that off at least. Here we are at the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. If we had come here earlier, we would have encountered basically what we see here. The door being locked and us unable to progress. Though, now that we have our, basically he just would have said this. And we have a pass, so now we can open the gate. You can go up there and talk to the other guy. There's another guy up top there, see? But it really doesn't mean anything. The music here is kind of creepy. Now, they call this the Valley of Corrupted Gravity for a reason. Gravity does not make any sense here. And it makes for a relatively interesting dungeon, which would be fun if it wasn't so annoying. It's kind of unfortunate. It's a great idea. However, it's a little confusing, which does make sense. It should be confusing. Okay, she just kicked a rock, and... yeah, gravity makes no sense here, yet somehow it applies perfectly to us walking on the path. Collision of magical power. Well. Yeah, probably not going to have a lot of fun here. Though there is one good thing about this area, and we'll move on to that shortly. Let's pop down here first, pick up a treasure. Treasures are always nice. Speed up. Very, very critical. Well, it's not critical, but it is one of the best items you can pick up. The speed up doubles agility for 3 turns, and for a game that has very few ways of raising agility, this is incredibly useful, and I really need to sell some excess junk. Yeah, I'll do that off screen between this episode and the next. But yeah, so yeah, definitely get that speed up. That'll be very important for tackling super bosses later on in the game. Specifically one super boss, but there are some other ones as well. Let's just run into a battle before talking to those guys. Alright, we got 2 new enemies, and I don't have my bestiary open. Okay. That one can stun you, but luckily it didn't this time. The rock and the spider urchin. Spider urchin can use a physical defense barrier, so there's that. I suggest taking out the bird first. Not that it really matters. Yeah, he's got physical attack barrier, but he doesn't have any magical spells, at least from what I remember, so that's why I recommend taking out him last, because he just won't do as much damage. This guy can probably use some wind attacks. I have a feeling it's Spinning Gale, but I'm not sure. Pretty much all of normal enemies' magical abilities tend to be based on the attack items that we can get. And we do no damage. Yay for physical attack barriers. Which means I get to beat on him for a while and practice my additions. Nice. There we go. Yeah, there's an upcoming boss at the end of this area that I would recommend you have at least level 2 for Crush Dance, Double Punch, and more. I'm actually higher than that this time because I've used them slightly more than I did in my last playthrough where I tested out the strategy. There's also another aspect to it. You may not even require using them at all. Does that mean he's still in physical attack barrier? Nope. He tried to do something, was stunned, and couldn't do anything because, yeah, he was stunned. But it also breaks his physical attack barrier, which is nice. Yeah, so yeah, there's not a lot to those guys, but if you need to guard heal for some reason, then you could obviously do that when there's just one of them left in the battle. On top of that, one of the best aspects of this area is rock fireflies, free healing. Okay, now there's one more thing I can do here. Come on. And let's take this path over here and pick up the third and final sachet in the game. There is a way to farm them, like I said before, but it's not worth it. And in order to proceed back, we just take this, jump off. You have to hit the button when the exclamation mark hits. But yeah, so that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. Next time, we'll continue through the Valley of Corrupted Gravity after I go and clear out my inventory. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.